All right, welcome everyone to Touch's Job Fair. I'm Jamie and I have here Jen. And we are very excited to have you here today as we dive into one of the most in demand industries, information technology or IT. If you're an IT professional looking for a stable job and rewarding career, this is your chance to learn more about exciting job opportunities with one of the top IT managed service providers. So, at Tahche, we believe in continuous hiring, which means we're always
Yeah.
on the lookout for top IT talent all year round. So whether you're an experienced tech professional or just starting out, we have roles that could be the perfect fit for you, right, Jen?
Yes, correct, James. And for those who are watching right now, if you have friends who are IT professionals, please don't forget to share this post and tag them on the comment section. So for us to be able to reach rockstar IT individuals.
Awesome. And now to give us, deeper insights into IT hiring trends, job openings, and what it takes to land a job with a leading IT MSP, we have a special guest with us today. Please welcome Louise Claire Barritua from Tatch's Talent Acquisition Team. Hi, Elle. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Ali.
Yes. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Jen. Good afternoon, viewers. Good afternoon, future rock stars.
Yes, so today we will be having a little Q&A session with regards
Mm-hmm.
because we have here like a lot of questions. We've gathered like a lot of questions coming from different candidates.
Mm-hmm.
So usually these are their questions that they want for us to address.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first things first, Al, is that really had like a different types of IT job hiring since the time that
Yeah.
we had this since the time that we had Tache careers, so into different type of industries. So I would like to check like
Mm-hmm.
what are the different IT job hirings as of the moment?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so right now I'm currently focused on one specific account, which is an IT MSP company. So they are actually growing and currently building their team here in Cebu. So for the roles that they're looking for, we are focused on the systems engineer, systems administrator, and
Mm.
senior systems administrator. So just to give like an information to all of our viewers, so basically on a generic MSP business structures, those are the L2, L3, and L4 support.
Oh. Okay. So for those who are systems administrators out there, level two, support engineers. So
Yeah.
if you are looking for a career growth, and then so this is your chance. This is the sign that you've been waiting for. So I would just like to check also. So
Mm-hmm.
um, for example, like if I'm an IT professional, so
Mm-hmm.
with can us applicants expect like continuous hirings for this year, or is this job is just only available just this Feb?
Mm-hmm. Actually, they can really expect, Jen, like a continuous hiring. So just to like share an overview as well. So for this specific account, they actually have like an existing team already in Pampanga, around
Mm.
170 heads. So as you can see, they're already established and they are still growing. So around like fourth quarter of last year, they have partnered with us and they are initially focused in growing their team here in Cebu. So for now, we are hiring individuals within the Philippines, but if they will be considered for the job, they have to relocate here in Cebu, and then there will be like a relocation package that will be offered for outside based candidates, but for Cebu based there will be none. So and then once we have hit like the numbers that has been required, then we can eventually branch out and extend this job opportunities to our Ortigas office. And yes, definitely. So for those IT and professionals. This is not like a one-time hiring only or just for this quarter. So we are on continuous hiring for this
Mm.
specific role. So if you don't feel like transferring as of the moment, so maybe next month or on the second, third quarter, or even at the like last quarter of the year, if you want to advance your professionalism and really want to explore more on the IT industry, we are welcome to process you anytime.
Yeah.
Wow, sounds great.
Yeah, sorry. So
Go, James.
I also want to ask Elle,
Yes.
aside from, the career growth that they're expecting to have, for this company, how does this provider's expansion create stable, long-term career opportunities for IT professionals who are watching right now?
Yes,
Yeah.
so for this specific company, so they do provide growth, I provides stable and long-term career opportunities for IT professionals by offering continuous hiring and then diverse roles and a dynamic work environment as well. So as they expand their business creates a pathway rather for career advancement, skill development because they actually offer free certifications depending on the role that
Wow.
you are in, and it's actually paid by
Oh,
them. And then just in
That's
case like
good.
yeah, as I know, so in case that during the first attempt that you would fail, you actually don't have to worry because they also offer retake opportunities which is still under their own pocket. So there's just like guidelines or like the things that you have to consider before retaking, but nonetheless it would still be paid by the company.
Oh, that's good. If you're looking for, a job that can give you like really aligned with IT plus a bonus of upskilling. So guys, this is really a sign.
yeah. I
So
mean, there
that's
are plenty of IT companies out there.
yeah.
And I think
Mm-hmm.
all the benefits that you just mentioned really stands out. And I think IT professionals can really be more exciting or excited joining their team. So Elle, when it comes to like job openings and qualifications, what
Mm-hmm.
qualifications and skills are required for these IT positions? Like, can entry
Yeah.
level applicants apply, or are these
Mm-hmm.
mainly for experienced professionals?
Yeah, so as of now, all of the requisitions under this account, namely the SE or Systems Engineer SA, Systems Administrator and SSA, or Senior Systems Administrators, we are really hiring for experienced employees. So
Mm.
we need someone who has been in the IT industry for more than 5 years or 10 years already,
Okay.
who has like relevant experience in terms of desktop support, help desk support, global service desk support as well, or any like similar positions that they've been into to that type of business structure. And then we also want someone who are on administrative level in terms of mail applications, 365 or Office 365, Azure, Active Directory, Windows environment, and the likes.
Okay, so it's good. So I would just like to check also, for those candidates out there, like who are asking also if there are any specific tools or certifications. I know that this specific, IT provider will be giving like upskilling, but
Mm-hmm.
does the candidate needs or does it have to be a requirement like a specific tools that they need to know? Any
Mm-hmm.
certifications
Yeah.
that, stands out for this role?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for the certifications, it's not actually like a required field for them as long as they do have like the relevant experience of the mentioned platforms or tools earlier, so such as the Office 365, Microsoft Office, Azure, AD, Intune, Windows environment, and such.
Okay. And if I'm the candidate, I would like to
Mm-hmm.
ask, what's the recruitment process for
Mm-hmm.
this role, Elle?
Yeah, so basically it's really simple. So we will, the internal team of Tacha will doing the initial screening, like the phone screening, the initial interview, and then once we have identified that your profile is qualified for client endorsement, then we forward it to the client. And then from the client phase, or from the client's already, there will be an average of 2 to 3 more interviews that they have to go through before we can close a certain application. The good thing about this client is that they're really fast. So our average turnaround time for processing any applications from them is just 1 week.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Yes, yeah. So in a 1 week notice, we can close certain applications, so we can give them a feedback already.
Awesome.
Okay, sounds
Now,
great.
I
That's
do
so
have
awesome.
one question, Elle.
Yeah.
Shifts and flexibility matter, especially in IT. What should
Yeah.
applicants expect in terms of like working hours and schedule?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for the working hours, since they are from the US, so it would be on a graveyard or night shift. But based on experience on the team that we are currently in, they also some not really offered, but there are few hires who are in the morning or mid shift. It's because the business operates 24/7. So depends on
Oh,
what line of business you will be profiled in, then for the shift it would depend on that business.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds great. It's good. Plus, I'm really captured with the relocation package for those
Mm-hmm.
applicants or for those candidates that really outside Cebu. So if you're a rockstar
Mm-hmm.
professional from Luzon and from Mindanao, guys, this is really like one of the signs that you're waiting for. So we're hiring here with Tache. Okay, so later on we will gonna be flashing in our screen the list of job hirings that we have here with under the IT and software development division.
Mm-hmm.
So you may check it out.
Yes, and if I may just add, Jen, so apart from the relocation package that I've mentioned earlier, so for all selected candidates or successful candidates for this accounts, I'm pretty much confident that we can offer you a competitive salary package, and then on top of that, we are also offering 20% of night differential for works rendered for a
Wow.
specific time. So what the government or the PH government has just required is just 10, right? But for
Yes,
this account, we have
10%.
doubled
Oh,
it. And
wow.
we also have HMO on day one plus unlimited dependence.
Perfect.
Yes, yeah. So we all most of our hires are actually has a family already, so they are very grateful of the unlimited dependence, because we also, if I may just highlight, we have one hire who has 4 kids, and all 5 dependents are enrolled under HMO because it's unlimited dependence.
That's a very
Perfect.
great benefit.
If
Wow.
you're looking
Yes.
for job stability, if you're looking for something that offers competitive package while has a competitive benefits, guys, this is really a major sign.
Right,
Please
right.
apply now. Tag your friends.
Yes.
Tag your
Definitely.
IT professionals, and together let's build a mini team here in Cebu.
Now, El, this is the final
Mhm. Mhm.
question for you. What's your best advice for those who are watching us right now, the
Mhm.
IT
Yeah.
applicants looking to join um this company or IT MSP provider and build a successful career in tech? What's your final advice for them?
Yeah, I guess what I could say to all IT professionals out there who are looking or eyeing to join Touch is just to really like review the job description that's on the job ads, and then if you feel like at least 70 or 80% of the qualifications is already in you, then just apply. I guess you wouldn't really know what would it be unless you try, right? So just submit your applications. We'll be more than happy to process everything at once. So yeah, just apply.
Okay, thank you so much, Ellie, for those informations. I think that
Yeah.
Thank you,
answers a lot of
Jen.
inquiries and FAQs with our candidates and for those who are really interested, especially to our followers out there. So don't forget to tag your friends, share this post to different IT groups out there, and together let's build a mini rockstar IT team here in Cebu.
Yes. Again, guys, if you're an IT professional looking for a career where you can grow and thrive, this is your sign to take action. We have multiple IT positions open and we are hiring right now, and not just right now, all year round. So again, don't wait. Start your journey today by, applying through the Tahche career app that we have and explore the best career opportunities available for our IT professionals. Thank you so much, Elle,
Thank
for
you very much,
our
Jamie and Jen, as well, for having me. It's nice to talk with you guys.
all right.
Thank you so much, Ellie.
And thank you
Thank
guys for
you.
joining us today's job fair. We hope this session helped you understand more about the opportunities waiting for you. See you in your interviews and hopefully as part of the Tachi team soon. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Welcome everyone to Touch's Job Fair. My name is Jamie and I have here Jen. And we're excited to have you here as we shine the spotlight on one of the fastest growing industries, healthcare customer service.
Yes, did you miss us, guys? We missed you. So thank you so much for tuning in for today's live session. So for those who are watching right now, if you're from Luzon, from Visayas and Mindanao, don't forget to like and share our live session for today. And together, let's learn about customer service.
Right. And again, thank you guys so much for joining us today. And if you're looking for a stable, rewarding career in customer support, especially in the healthcare sector, this is your chance to learn more about exciting job opportunities. Again, here at Tache, we're committed to continuous hiring, which means here we are open positions all year round for talented customer service professionals like you. So, whether you're experienced in the field or looking for a fresh start, we have roles that could be perfect fit for you. And to give us more insights into the expansion opportunities and hiring trends in this healthcare account, we have a special guest today, Sway Villanueva from Touch's Talent Acquisition Team. Sway, thank you for joining us.
Yes. So yeah, hello
Welcome,
everyone.
Sway.
Yes, hello. Thank you so much for inviting me here as well. And I'm kind of excited to share some inputs about our healthcare hiring actually. So I hope everyone is excited to hear additional inputs or yeah, specific inputs about our healthcare hiring.
Perfect, of course. So, for those who are watching right now, customer service professionals in different types of industries tuned in, we do have like a lot of information from you guys. What Jamie mentioned, hiring wise, and something that we in store for you.
All right, now let's go to the first question. Sway, since Q4 2024, we've seen massive growth in the healthcare account. Can you share more about this expansion and what's driving this demand?
All right, so this is actually like an interesting and kind of like an unusual trend from last year with this healthcare client because we used to do the ramping during the Q1, Q2, and also Q3. But I think there was a sudden shift for last year, beginning of Q4 2024. So what we learned from the client is that because of the good performance that our Philippine team has been like doing for the past years, ever since they've started, collaborating with Tahche, they have decided to do the expansion here in the Philippines because they were supposed to add team members onshore, specifically in the US. However, I guess maybe they've compared the performance from folks there to here, and we're really, I guess, exceeding expectations. I would say in terms of KPIs, performance, and whatnot. So they've decided to open this opportunity to Filipino talents, specifically actually here in Cebu City as well. So it's really more of expansion as well. And we were informed to expect more for the entire year of 2025 actually. So pretty excited. The pressure is on, but I know it's a good pressure.
Wow, sounds great. So basically like a huge expansion. So technically for that one, you will really be gonna be having like a lot of job opportunities for customer professionals out there. And I would just
That's
like to
right.
check, is this specific hiring just this month or just this period, or is it all throughout this year?
It's actually all throughout this year. So
Wow.
if I'm not well, yeah, I am not mistaken because we have a batch coming in this coming March 3. So we will be onboarding approximately 20 plus folks
Wow.
for the healthcare team. And then we're like pulling for more folks to join in the coming months as well. Because we're like hiring per batch. We can't like do it right then and there because that's a lot, but
Correct.
we're doing our best, of course. So yeah.
Of course, this growth also means more opportunities for Filipino talents.
Yeah.
How does this
Exactly.
expansion benefit job seekers and what roles are now available?
Yeah.
Well, particularly for this particular client, we are like targeting the major positions. So I'll have to start with the general customer service.
Mhm.
So people sometimes misinterpret the job title, but it's just really general healthcare customer service. But to be specific, the job title is healthcare front desk associate as well. So these folks do typically receive incoming calls from insurance providers and also from patients specifically because this kind is a clinic based in the US. So they cater to inquiries related to the services that the client is offering. And this also includes some appointment setting, like updating patient demographics or information through the system, including adding patients through the system. And then second, this is actually one of the biggest teams that we're like really hiring. We're doing a massive hiring. And this is for the healthcare billing team. So the title is Healthcare Billing Specialists. So they actually do the end-to-end billing, including the claims. So we're really targeting those who have end-to-end billing experience. So not just someone doing the order taking or payment, processing payment, but also posting payments, doing collections, and someone who is very knowledgeable in terms of claims as well, specifically for denials and appeals as well. So if you have experience, end-to-end experience for claims and denials, very knowledgeable with claims and denials, I would highly appreciate if you could maybe send your resumes or your profiles to us. That way we could review and then, discuss further opportunities as well. And then we also have the pre-certification, but with other companies, they call it as prior authorization or pre-authorization specialists. So these folks do review clinicals, create cases based on the demand or the, I would say, severity of cases as well. So they, if I'm not mistaken, they work closely with doctors or those in the medical field for some certain cases as well. And this includes faxing of specific documents. So, and of course, generally speaking, for this healthcare account, I think I mentioned that this is a healthcare, I mean, this is like a clinic. So they're specifically a radiology clinic based in the United States. So if you have relevant experiences handling imaging services or anything related to radiology, that's a point, that's a big plus point with your application.
Mm.
And if you're very knowledgeable with big insurances, that's also very helpful because this particular client is dealing with top insurances in the US.
Perfect. So there are a lot of hirings available under the customer service for this healthcare account. So for those who are watching, just a recap, if you are a professionals under healthcare front desk specialist, healthcare billing, and healthcare pre-authorization, is it correct? Or
Yes.
prior authorization specialist for an imaging or radiology account, this role
Yes.
is really for you. So this is really a sign for you guys to apply here with Tahche. Now, we should like to check also. So with this specific, because you're hiring really a lot, and then you've mentioned that you do have 20 plus expansion this coming March.
Mhm.
So I would like to check, or some of the candidates are quite curious that why is this healthcare account like a great place to build a career in customer service?
Okay, so interesting enough, if I'm not mistaken, the team has celebrated their fourth year anniversary with Tahche sometime, I think Q4 of
Mm,
last year, and I'll be celebrating my third year anniversary with the company this coming July. And ever since I've started, this is actually one of my baby accounts, I would say. So, in terms of growth, something to expect, I firmly believe that because of the ramping that's going on within ICC, there will be a lot of exciting things for them. What I always say to the people or to the hires that I conduct job offers is, as long as they make themselves visible, they perform, they ensure that they really, showcase what they have as well. There will definitely be opportunities for growth for them, and at the same time, earning more as well. And I'm also proud to say that we have an existing team member. She had humble beginnings as well. She started as an agent and then moved her way up to become a supervisor for training and quality. And she was actually sent to the US last year, I think for 6 months for the
wow.
expansion training. So if you're up into something, exciting as well, I do really think that this client is a perfect fit for you as well.
Guys, if one of your bucket lists for this 2025 is to go to the US, then this
Yeah.
is really the perfect opportunity for you guys. So this is not really like, just a joke. So we have really have rock star customer service professionals who went to the US last year. And that's just last year, for the previous years also who
Yeah,
undergone training for this
correct.
healthcare account. And now I know that you've mentioned earlier about the different qualifications for this role and what to expect, and then the plus points industries if you do have an experience. Now, what are also like the benefits or perks if ever they applied and be part of this healthcare account?
Okay. So, well, sometimes or most of the time when we like talk to candidates, they usually expect to be in a VA setup, or maybe there wouldn't be any benefits at all because they'll be directly reporting or working to the client. So the good thing about that is that we have this very unique setup wherein you're kind of like working as a VA, like directly communicating to the client. However, it gives you peace of mind because you are covered with the basic benefits. So what are the basic ones? Of course, we have SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig. We have the 13th month pay as well. And the good thing about this kind, and of course, as part of the healthcare industry, I know that there are companies offering work from home or hybrid. However, we always believe that working in an office setup is still different because if you need the support as well, like it's there. You can just tap anyone also. So although it's a work on-site setting, we are proud to say that we're offering state-of-the-art equipment for our team members. As far as I've known, the client has just recently purchased like brand new equipments for the additional team members for the expansion specifically.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's number one for the equipment. What did I miss? We also have, of course, like engagement activities within the account also. So it's like a client initiated engagement activities. So you'll learn more about it if ever you'd be hired for any of the roles as well. Um, of course, we have allowances. We offer allowances. Allowances are on top of the basic pay. And then we also have salary increases based on performance as well. I know with other companies, they do offer salary increases, but sometimes if you are in a big organization, salary increases would just be like,
The least
just
prio.
the least prio, something like that. But here, because this client is kind of happy with the performance that the Philippine team is like doing for the past years. I would say they've been very consistent with their salary increases based on performance. So
Wow.
if ever you would be hired specifically for the front desk and the healthcare billing team, the client is happy to offer a salary increase based on performance once regularized, and then expect another potential salary increase after your first year anniversary as well. Well, other clients offer that, but in terms of consistency, I would say with this client as well, they've been very consistent in doing that as well. And then I think I did miss sharing that for the HMO, it's actually critical that, if you work on site, you're covered with the HMO. So I just really wanted to highlight this, that they've actually made some changes with the HMO coverage. So right now, although the HMO will be activated once regularized, the team members can already add up to two free dependents. So the client will be shouldering the monthly payments, I would say monthly premiums, I believe, for the HMO part also. So that would also give them peace of mind. As what I've observed, most folks that we have for this particular client already have kids as well. So that's also one thing that's keeping them to, like that's influencing to like stay because of the free HMO for their kids also. And there are actually a lot more. The infos that I've shared are just like tip of the iceberg. I cannot really speak for everyone under this particular client, but if I was an agent in a healthcare account and I am given the opportunity, or I am invited to give this one a shot, I will definitely, try it as well. And of course, do my very best to be hired to enjoy those perks and benefits.
And
Yeah, of course.
those benefits we've heard for this position, I bet a lot of
Mhm.
viewers are excited to apply. Now, for applicants who wants to stand out, what's the best way to position themselves to get hired and thrive in this expanding company?
Well, I think bottom line is to just always be positive in terms of selling themselves as well, and be open-minded, most especially in terms of if you're like given feedback as well, because as we all know, I mean, sometimes you'd say, yes, I'm open to feedback, but in reality, you're not as well. So in order for you to really to improve, I would say you're like you should be always open to feedback as well. Be open-minded, because sometimes whenever you're like profile for this particular role, and then the interviewer would see something that maybe you're a fit for this position. Sometimes, because we usually do that for this particular client, like we play around with the roles and whatnot as well. So just be open-minded, and very importantly, I just also wanted to highlight this in terms of the training that we have for this client. We're like I wouldn't say mimicking, but we are mirroring. We are mirroring the training that the US team is doing, and that's what we call as OJT style. So when we say OJT style, it's more of an interactive training. So gone are the days that you'd be in a boring classroom training, which I believe, I'm not bad mouthing other companies here, right? But this is just based on my experience also, because I've worked in the call center prior to embracing recruitment as well. So it's kind of boring if you're in a classroom setup type of training. So here we do things differently, specifically for this client. So it's OJT style. It's interactive because you get to learn and understand the process by doing a lot of side-by-side observations, one-on-one discussions. You get to ask people around about the process and whatnot. So it's really like exciting as well. It's different because this is the type of training that the US team is also doing as well. And so, yeah, it's really exciting. I mean, for me, as someone who has also tried working in the call center before. So, yeah,
Yeah, upskilling wise, you
that's
provide
nice.
training.
Training.
It's a very good type of training that you have immersed based in the US and then chance to be in the US. And then you've mentioned that one of our rockstar employees just started being a
Supervisor.
specialist agent, and
Yeah.
right now supervisory
Mhm.
level, and then went to the
Yeah.
US for some trainings and exposure, and then some perks, benefits, state of the art facilities. So guys, if you're looking for something that you want to grab an opportunity like a career growth during the second quarter, third quarter, or fourth quarter for this year, visit Tache Careers, websites, download the Tache Career app, and together, let's build a rockstar team here in Cebu for customer service professionals.
Yes. And also, Sway, I do have one question because aside from like the benefits, I think our applicants also look for a healthy work-life balance.
Mhm.
Especially, customer
Yeah.
service, especially in healthcare, can be very
Mhm.
demanding. So how does this
Yes.
company support employees in maintaining a healthy work-life balance?
Okay. So that I'm glad that you asked that question because I usually highlight that during the job offer stage with the hires as well. So this particular client is very particular in terms of work-life balance because they understand that you would have to adjust in working the graveyard shift. So they definitely offer weekends off because they are a clinic, so they follow the US business hours. And given that they are a clinic, they are not affected with the high enrollment period or high enrollment season. I think that's how they term it. Because if you compare it to an insurance account, there's a lot of calls coming in if you're part of an insurance account, and there's the high enrollment season, so it's expected that there'll be a lot of overtimes and whatnot. But for this particular client, it's a little bit of laid back, very relaxed because they're a clinic as well. And so, in terms of overtimes, they don't usually require overtimes as well. In fact, they can like insert a lot of team huddles, meetings, or maybe just a quick, get together with team members while working because they're not that really busy as well. Though I'm not, saying that they don't do anything at all because they're not that busy, but in terms of managing the workload, it's pretty laid back compared to if you're part of an insurance as well. So there's definitely work-life balance for this account. Although, of course, if it's needed within the business for them to render overtimes, they definitely require that. But based on my observation, that only happens like once in a blue moon as well. In fact, I think 30 minutes prior to officially logging out, they just, I think they're given like a free time or something as well. So pretty laid back, I would say.
Wow. That's so good, especially for those, candidates out there. The reason why they're, planning to leave their current company is to look for work-life
Exactly.
balance. So yeah,
Exactly.
guys, just apply now here with Tache. So I think one of our candidates also are asking is that what's the recruitment process for this one? Because each
Mhm.
position has a different recruitment
Right.
process. How soon they can hear from us if they apply.
Mhm. Okay, so pretty much we do our very best to do things differently because I think with other clients it takes a while for them to get a feedback. Like sometimes it takes 48 to 72 hours, so that's around 2 to 3 days after getting processed. But here, because of the ramping, we have expedited some process. So you will have to undergo an initial interview as well. Once you pass the initial interview, you'll undergo an eligibility review. If ever there are things that needs to be clarified, there's a potential, there's a possibility of you getting re-interviewed again by the supervisor assigned for the account. Just, doing an eligibility round, something like that. But once everything is set, you're endorsed directly for final interview. And that's like an ops validation. That's how they term it in the call center. But we don't use the ops validation term here, but we call it as a final client interview or a final interview that happens the same day, depending on the availability. But usually, if you're interviewed, if you're scheduled for initial interview today and then you pass the eligibility round, you're endorsed right away at the same day and potentially be interviewed the follow not the following day but on the same day, but during the nighttime, of course, as well. And then in terms of the results, if you're hired or you failed, maybe you'll definitely receive an update within the next 24 hours. The latest would be 48, but we usually provide updates within the next 24 hours. So it's pretty simple, like very straightforward. For interviews, that's just like 2 to 3 interviews in a day. So kind of like adapting the 1 day process for this particular client.
Okay, that sounds so good. So thank you so much. Sway, for sharing the different hiring positions that we have right now in customer service. And again, for those who are watching, you can still feel free to register for our job fair today, Feb 28th. Jamie, so I think we are displaying here in our screen right now the details for the job fair and then also the list of hiring here in our customer service. So check out, guys. These are the different job openings that we have.
Yes, it's exciting to see how many opportunities are available in healthcare customer service. And the best part, again, hiring isn't going. So if you're looking for a stable and rewarding career, now is the perfect time to apply. Again, don't wait to start your journey by apply through our Tachi Career app and explore the best career opportunities available. Thank you so much, Sway, for joining us today.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. And I'm looking forward to reviewing a lot of profiles, maybe afterwards or within the next 24 to 48 hours. But yeah, thank you so much for inviting me.
All right. So thank you again for joining for all our viewers right now. Thank you for joining us today's job fair. We hope this session helped you understand more about the opportunities waiting for you. Again, see you in your interviews and hopefully as part of the Tache team soon. So thank you once again, Jen and Sui, for your time. Thank you guys.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone. Bye
you.
bye.